Hi students! Today, we are going to talk about figurative language. Welcome to our English class. Let's have fun exploring this subject's various concepts while inspiring others to learn. Figurative language are usually seen in poem. So, let us first define a poem. A poem is a literary art that uses imaginative words to express emotions, ideas, or stories. A poet uses rhyming words and meter or sometimes uses free verse. Now that we know what a poem is, let us now discuss about figurative language. A figurative language refers to the use of words that amplify our writings. These words do not take its literal meaning, which make our writings more colorful, artistic, and persuasive ones. Here are the different kinds of figurative language. We have simile, metaphor, personification, hyperbole, metonymy, and irony. Now, let us discuss them one by one. Simile. It is a type of figurative language that compares two unlike things or objects with the use of as or like. It encourages the readers to create connections and understand the similarities the two objects share. In order to understand what is simile, here are examples. Number 1. The new baby is like an angel in the sky. In this sentence, the two concepts being compared are baby and angel because they have the similar characteristic, which is innocent, and they are being compared using the word like. Number 2. My friend Ken is as cute as my favorite actor Harry in Harry Potter movie. The two concepts being compared here are Ken and Harry. They have the similar characteristic, which is cute, and they are being compared using the word as. Did you understand what a simile is? Okay, now let's have more examples. My baby Matias is like my sunshine. Matias is being compared to a sunshine. My pet dog Matias lay down on his bed like a little baby. The pet dog is being compared to a little baby. Now that you understand, why don't you get your own pen and paper and write down your own example of simile? Now, let's move on to the next figurative language, which is metaphor. A metaphor. It is a type of figurative language that directly compares two unlike things or objects without the use of like or as. For us to further understand, here are some examples of metaphor. Number 1. My father is a hero. In this sentence, the father is compared to a hero. It is directly compared without using like or as. Number 2. My friend didn't forgive me after asking for a second chance. He has a heart of stone. In this sentence, the heart of your friend is compared to a stone. Here are more examples of metaphor for you to understand better. Number 3. He is my knight in shining armor. The person he is being compared to a knight. Love is a mystery. In this sentence, love is being compared to a mystery. Are you now ready to give your own examples of metaphor? Okay, that's great. You can do it. Write it down on a piece of paper. Next is personification. Personification is a figure of speech that uses human characteristics to animate non-living things. Let us look at these examples of personification. Number 1. My heart shouts with joy when I heard the good news. In this sentence, the human characteristic given to the heart is shouts, which only means that you are very happy. Number 2. The leaves are dancing gracefully when the wind blows. The human characteristic given to the leaves is dancing. This sentence only means that the leaves are swaying because of the wind. Here are more examples of personification. The trees cried in pain when the lightning struck them. The human characteristic given to the tree is cried. The stars wink at me. The human characteristic given to the stars is wink, which means that the stars are twinkling. Is everything clear so far? Now, get another piece of paper and write your own personifications. Now, let us now discuss hyperbole. It is an exaggeration used to emphasize the meaning of something. Let us look at the examples of hyperbole. Number 1. I could offer the sun and the moon just to prove my love for her. In this sentence, the exaggeration is offering the sun and the moon, which only means that you love someone so dearly. Number 2. After learning that he had not passed the entrance exam, he cried like a river. The exaggeration in this sentence is crying a river, which only means that he is very sad. Here are more examples of hyperbole. Number 3. The baby cried like a roar of a lion. In this sentence, the exaggeration is the baby crying like a roar of a lion, which only means that the baby cried loudly. I am so hungry that I could eat a truck of burgers. This is an exaggeration, which only means that you are very, very hungry. Now, it's your turn to write your own hyperbole on your piece of paper. Next is Onomatopoeia. It uses descriptive words that evoke the sounds it creates. Here are examples of onomatopoeia. Number 1. When the typhoon came, the wind was howling. The created sound of the wind is being indicated in this sentence, which is howling. Next, the door created a loud bang after he closed it. The created sound of the door is bang. Here are more examples of onomatopoeia. My teeth chattered when I feel nervous. The sound created by the teeth is chattered. There was a loud crack when I stepped on the old stairs. The loud crack was the sound created by the stairs. Now that you know onomatopoeia, you can now write your own examples in your sheet of paper. Next is oxymoron. It uses two contrasting terms together to make an effective description. Here are examples of oxymoron. Number 1. Last year, I watched a tragic comedy movie. The oxymoron in this sentence is tragic comedy because it uses contrasting ideas. Next example. Ronel is my second best student last school year. The oxymoron in this sentence is second best because it has contrasting ideas. Next examples. This house was a little big, but I still bought it. The oxymoron in this sentence is little big. Number 4. I met a new friend who was seriously funny. The oxymoron in this sentence is seriously funny. So those are the different figurative language. Now, let us end our lesson with this quotation. Creativity Takes Courage by Henry Matisse. Thank you for watching!
Click subscribe here at Teacherrific.